Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Taylor. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Demonte Ranch High School. I'm going to go through some areas that I oversee here at the school that include things such as testing, athletics, buildings and grounds, all facility types of things. And my partner is not here with me today to film this video, but is Jeff Teedy, our athletic director. He and I work very closely on everything that we do. And our offices are located as you enter the West Wing on the right side. And so anything you need, we're usually down in that area. So please stop by and see us. As I go through this, I'm going to cover every area and it'll be kind of brief in a sense. So if you have any follow-up questions for myself or Mr. Teedy, please reach out to us and ask those questions through email or just stop by, whatever works for you. One of the areas that is a biggie that affects you guys in many ways is testing. The calendar for this year is not set in stone yet as the Department of Ed and the school district continue to work to finalize dates. We are anticipating minimal changes, so everything will kind of be in the ballpark of where it's been in the past in terms of the dates for each test. Some of the ones that we find that affect teachers the most are the PSAT, ACT, EOCs, and math finals or science finals, which tend to be at the end of the semester for fall and the spring. Mr. Teedy will be reaching out to SPED teachers very early on and continue the work that you guys have done started last year in regards to accommodations and getting those dialed in pretty tight and submitted in a good time frame where we can ensure that all students get the accommodations they need, especially when it comes to the big national tests like the ACT. So more to come with testing as we get those dates and they become firmer as we go through. So when that calendar comes out, we'll be sure and share that with all staff. If you're an AP teacher, please make sure that all your information is up to date in regards to maybe website, syllabi, those types of things, so that all your information being sent out is on point in regards to dates and things like that, because it's very important for students to meet deadlines when it comes to AP. This year, our fees deadline is going to be November 1st, which is a Monday. And I know that's much earlier than what we've done. I think we're on year 2 or 3 now of moving the dates for fees up, but that's what College Board requires now going forward. So please make sure that that is shared immediately with the students. So I would say on day 1, you need to share with them that their fees need to be paid by November 1st. Evaluations, there's going to be more to come with evaluations. Mr. Bell, I think, is putting together a calendar, so he'll get you those dates and things. And all that's done really is help us meet deadlines along the way so that we don't get a big push at the very end to get everything done. So it kind of chips away at the evaluations. Planners. This year, the planners are not going to be hard copies like we're used to. It's going to be all digital this year, and there will be a link placed on the school's website. So if students want to access a planner or maybe even download and print one and keep it, they can do that from the school's website. Buildings and grounds. When it comes to buildings and grounds, I try to think about what needs teachers will have, and the ones that come to mind are if you need a whiteboard moved in your room, if you need something repaired in your room, if a light doesn't work in your room, keys, if you find that you need a different key than what you currently have, or you need additional keys, or if one of your locks doesn't work, things like that. Those are things that you can reach out. You can email me directly. I ask that you include certain people like Vetus or Patrick Peterson, and you'll meet those individuals when we have our opening meetings this year. If you plan on doing an activity in the building, you do need to submit facility use forms. Those forms need to be submitted to Rob and Kenyon in the office at least 10 days ahead of your activity. Granted, I get that there's some things that come up at times where you need oh no, I need the building tomorrow, I need my room tomorrow for this reason, we'll work with you on that. Just please don't make it a habit, because it is hard, especially when it comes to our custodial rotations and cleaning of different areas of the building. They do have to adjust their schedules to accommodate building usage. That's the same thing for fundraising. If you plan on doing any fundraising activities, please be sure to submit that paperwork well in advance. Our buildings and grounds team, which includes myself, Mr. Teedy, Miss Kenyon, Patrick Peterson, as well as Mike Teedy, our head groundskeeper. We go over these, we have meetings every Tuesday and go over everything that goes on within the building, as well as any plans we have to address needs throughout. And we cover facility use at that time. We could talk about fundraisers, et cetera, et cetera. So please be sure to try to get those to us in advance so we can talk about them ahead of time. Athletically, I'm going to let Mr. Teedy go over most of that with you. We do have a meeting that is on Monday, August 2nd. So I'm sure you're going to view this video after August 2nd. So we should have information for you at that time to share out in regards to athletics, as last year was a very serious challenge with COVID and trying to get our kids on the field and operate within the guidelines that the district and state have put out to us. With that, I just want to remind you, please reach out to Mr. Teedy or myself if you have any needs with facilities, with athletic, if you want to be a worker at games, so on, we can get you dialed in with that. We do have a big athletic sport outside of our offices down in the West Wing, which has all the schedules for the season of sports that we're currently in. So I hope everyone has a great year. Glad to see everybody's faces this year, we hope, and take care.